Greetings in the name of the Lord. This is Brother Jose from Florida, Puerto Rico, and just want to say hello to all of you. I have been receiving messages from many of you asking about our whereabouts and how life has been since we arrived to Puerto Rico. Sadly, we have been unable to respond to your emails and concerns because for the past 7 weeks or so, we have been dealing with serious electricity and internet issues. As many of you know already, the island of Puerto Rico suffered in 2017 a devastating hurricane, Hurricane Maria, that destroyed pretty much most of the infrastructure of the island. And among these, the electrical grid, who before the hurricane already was in bad shape because it's a electric system that was built in the year in the 1950s. And the equipment durability was for about 25 to 30 years, but they still use it until this day. Most of that equipment has become a major issue even after the hurricane. Uh, Also, one of the situations that the island is facing at this moment is economical bankruptcy. So this is the very first time a U.S. jurisdiction beyond a municipality, because we know already there are several major municipalities that, like Detroit in the U.S., have been declared bankrupt. But Puerto Rico, as a Commonwealth, it's the first time in the U.S. history that has been declared bankruptcy, and the federal government ordered pretty much a uh, restructuration of how things are done here. And among the things the federal government required was to transfer the electrical system from the government into private hands, and they brought a Canadian company, Luma Energy, and they are the ones since May of this year in charge. But it has been very bumpy, that transition from the electrical authority to Luma Energy, and we have been dealing with major outages uh, at a daily basis. Sometimes we have uh, 24, 48 hours, 72 hours of electrical outages. I have been blessed at this point that our equipment, like the computers and cameras, had not been damaged yet. I am very concerned about that. Um, it has been a nightmare for me to teach classes because I made several agreements on teaching live classes on Zoom, and I have been unable to fulfill those agreements because uh, in many occasions already we're in the middle of the class and boom, electricity go off, and pretty much we lose power right there, and the class goes down the tubes. So at this point, we have been recording these classes, particularly what is missiology, anthropology formation, church history, and pretty much what I have been doing is traveling an hour and a half from here to another location in order to upload the videos, because uh, with the issue of the electricity going on and going off has made a major damage also to the internet service. And right now we have been dealing with that. Last week, AT&T came here and they pretty much set up a new equipment, new cable. We have a new box here, um, but we still having major internet connectivity issues. So, on my behalf and Aida's behalf, we want to apologize to you for not responding to your emails and concerns. We're physically fine. We're spiritually strong. We have uh, been making even extra efforts in order to fulfill our uh, commitments. And we're still involved with what is happening in Spain. Particularly this weekend, I'm going to be traveling actually to Greenville, Illinois. I'm going to be at Greenville University next week, recruiting students to go to Spain and spend a semester learning Spanish there, and also working with agreements in order for biblical studies students could go perhaps on January of 2023 with Dr. Ben Wayman. At this point, we're still doing all of that. I'm going to make a quick stop in Orlando. It will be a 24-hour stop. The original plan was for me to be there 3 days, but sadly, I am going to be only for 24 hours. So on the 19th of November, from 6:30 in the evening, I'm arriving to Orlando, and then the next day at 7 o'clock in the evening, I am flying from Orlando to San Juan. The reason to the quick visit to Orlando is because on Saturday 20, I'm going to be making a presentation at Asbury Theological Seminary about the call to missions and about the postmodern missionary. It will be in Spanish, but you're more than welcome to stop over there, say hello to me and all of that, and hopefully at one point, perhaps by Easter of next year, Ada and I will be making a formal trip and visiting some of you. Uh, and I pray the Lord that by that time we have been able to resolve many of the current challenges that we're facing at this moment. Well, thank you very much. We love you. We are very grateful for your concerns about us, and I pray that the Lord will continue helping us to navigate through these challenges on this new chapter in our lives. Thank you for being part of us and of what we're doing at this moment. And we continue praying for you. God bless you.